What's up? I'm Bill DeWeese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. First of all, first things first, thank you for stopping by to check out the video. If you like it, I hope you'll like it. I hope you'll comment below, share it, subscribe. You know the routine. Also, I want to remind you that next week, a couple of very cool things happening. Beginning on Monday, I will start a 5-day series talking about the essentials of voiceover. So Monday through Friday next week, I'll have a video each day covering one of the really important aspects of voiceover. So if you're new to the business or you've been doing it for a while, you've plateaued, you're stalling out, maybe a little frustrated, not getting the traction that you would like, I think you'll find my fundamentals series to be helpful. So that's an encore performance of that before. I aired it earlier this year in case you missed it again. And even if you did, I think you'll enjoy it and find it beneficial. Also, my voiceover training Black Friday sale is coming up next week. More details coming soon on that. So today, I wanted to share with you a little strategy. I say little. It's little in its implementation, but it's massive in its results. And I just call it a springboard technique. And it's a way that I can help a student get into a read without sounding like you're starting from a cold start. And so let me back up a little bit. Scripts should not sound like they happen in a vacuum. In other words, if you sound like you just picked up the script and started reading it and you don't understand, you don't have a sense of context of what's going on, the listener has a hard time connecting with what's happening on an emotional level. It just doesn't. The words may make sense, but it doesn't feel like this is part of something bigger than just the 15 seconds that you're reading, if it's a 15-second commercial. And of course, you're familiar with the idea that you should have an audience in mind. Who are you talking to? Who are you? Where are you? But what I'm talking about specifically is just a little technique where you can use a springboard word or phrase that will get you started as if it will make you sound like you're connected in a much deeper way to the story that's going on. That's probably as simply as I can put it. It doesn't sound like you're just ripping and reading a script, which, by the way, when it comes to auditions, sometimes the width of the margin of winning a project it's a hair's width. Maybe 50 people audition. It's boiled down to 5 really great talent. Really great reads. You're one of them. So what's going to put you just that hair's width in front of the other person to give you the edge in winning? Well, it could very well be what I'm about to tell you. So the springboard technique is simply expressing something verbally, an emotional expression verbally, that will allow you to feel something beyond what's going on in your head. The premise is this. We tend as people to make decisions based on this, not this. Now, we're smart, we process, we like to think that we're analytical and that's the way we evaluate. And we do. It's not that we don't. But at the end of the day, the reason we bought that puppy, the reason we bought a car we probably shouldn't have paid as much for, the reason we did this, that, and the other was because it got to us here as opposed to here. So if you can, do your reads in such a way that allows you to connect with your listener, i.e. your client, here your chances of winning the audition go up tremendously. Make sense? All right, so how do we do that? Well, first of all, let me read a script for you. I'm just going to read it cold. This is actually a commercial I did last week for a Subaru dealership in Lancaster, PA. And then I'll show you the springboard technique. I'll demonstrate it, and then we'll move on from there. So here's the first read. I'm just reading it cold. Join Lancaster County Motor Subaru for the 2020 Subaru Share the Love event. For every new Subaru vehicle sold or leased from November 19th, 2020 through January 2nd, 2021, Subaru will donate $250 to a wonderful charity. Hurry to Lancaster County Motor Subaru. Okay, I don't think it was a bad read. It was okay. I think it would work. However, if this is an audition and I'm competing against a bunch of people who are, they've got some good reads going on, I've got to make sure that I'm as competitive as I can be. So the springboard, again, creates a little more context in the mind of the listener, even if it's on a subconscious level. And the way I do that is by just expressing something emotionally. Now, let me give you a few examples here. It might be as simple as a one word or a 2 or 3 word phrase, like You could say, what? Or really? Or really? Or you could laugh and then read. Or it could be an expression like, no way, or wow, or woohoo. The point being, when you express something emotionally, it takes you out of here, takes you out of this space, and puts you into this space. And when you read, do you read from this space, you're far more likely to connect with the person who's listening. So it doesn't become an intellectual exercise. It becomes something that connects here, becomes compelling, and draws them in and causes them to want to listen and believe you. Something as simple, as simple as that. So you heard my first read. So this time I'm going to do the read, but I'm simply going to laugh as I start like this. Join Lancaster County Motor Subaru for the 2020 Subaru Share the Love event. For every new Subaru vehicle sold or leased from November 19th, 2020 through January 2nd, 2021, Subaru will donate $250 to a wonderful charity. Hurry to Lancaster County Motor Subaru. Now, the difference between the first read and the second read is subtle. I could feel the difference. And the reality is, if you're paying attention to it and listening, you probably felt a little more connected, maybe it's a little more believable, or you felt that I felt a little more connected to it. That's the goal. Okay, so again, it's just a word, a phrase, an action. You could yell, you can scream, you can cry, something to take you out of this and put you into this. And then immediately after you express that springboard, then you read, because it will give you the edge in your auditions that you might be lacking right now. Check it out, try it out, see what happens for you, and make sure that you leave your comments below. I'd love to hear how it works for you. Thanks again for checking out the video. Thanks so much. I hope you will subscribe, that you'll share, and that you'll comment. And don't forget, next week, I'll start the 5-day series on the essentials, the fundamentals of voiceover, of building a voiceover business, as well as launching the VO Black Friday sale. We'll talk to you soon.